everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a really fun secondhand clothing haul. So I hope that you will stick around. I've got a lot of fun things to show you and a lot of things to share with you today. So if you watched my November reset video, you know that I've been kind of trying to tackle some projects in these months leading up to the holiday season. One of those projects has been just filling out the holes in my kids' wardrobes so they have what they need. So I am working on a project with their wardrobes that will be coming, that hopefully you will see the end of this week or beginning of next week. So I'm really excited about that, and this haul is definitely a part of that. This past week, in one day, I went to five different secondhand retailers looking to fill out these wardrobes. It was a really good morning and afternoon, and I was able to get a lot of good things for good prices. So we're going to talk about that today. All right, my first stop was at a consignment sale. So if you are new here, my name is Kelly, and I really like to secondhand shop. That's really how I started this channel, and we've kind of branched out and we talk about shopping, but also homemaking and lots of other things on this channel. But I started out educating subscribers about yard sales, about how to negotiate prices and how to get a fair bargain. So I love shopping at yard sales, at thrift stores. I also love using consignment stores and consignment sales whenever I can. So the first place that I stopped was a consignment sale. I did pay a little just to get in early, and I'll show you the things that I found there. All right, at this first stop, I had 4 different finds. The first one is this beautiful jacket for my daughter. It is called Tailored by Rothschild. It is just a really pretty tailored navy peacoat. It has a hood, and then it features these little roses on top of the button closures. When she was a little younger, she had a Cat and Jack jacket that was a lot like this one. It did not have a hood, but I really loved that one, and it also came from a consignment sale. So that was my first find of the day. The second thing that I found, with Christmas coming up, I thought that this would be really perfect to pair with things that she already has to give them a little more Christmas flair. I found this Carter's Kids red cardigan. It's got ruffle sleeves, and it's in really decent shape. At this stop, the last clothing item I found for her was this sleep dress. The brand is Pajamagram. And if you watched my videos last December, you know that I started doing a December 1st gift for my children. So I just kind of like it to be a start of December fun gift. I usually put in pajamas, a personalized ornament of some sort, something I know that they'll like and they can hang on their tree in their room. And then I will put in a Christmas DVD, a lot of times ones that we already have. I just, just stick it in there so it's like, oh, it's a reminder we have it. And then I will do some sort of little fun snack. So if you want to see what I did for my kids' December 1st gifts last year, if you think that's an idea that you might want to try, I will link that video down below so you can check it out. But she does like to wear sleep dresses, and I am a sucker for anything that is tartan plaid. So whenever I saw this, I just knew I had to get it for her. It's a really good length, so I think this is one of those, if you're a mom, that we can carry this through for 2 years. So I'm excited about this because I think she'll be able to wear it this Christmas and next. The last item that I got for her at that sale, actually I don't have with me, so I will insert some footage or photos here to show you because she wore them today. So it is this adorable pair of bow flats. Again, I kind of had Christmas in mind when we got these, but of course you could wear them any time of year, and she really likes them. She has worn them twice already since I just got them 3 days ago. So she really likes these shoes. All right, before we move on to our next stop, you will notice that all of those were items for my daughter. If you aren't familiar with the makeup of our family, we have 2 children. We have a son and a daughter. And sometimes when you're secondhand shopping, you just luck out. Sometimes you do really well with one child and then you don't find much for another. So I did end up finding a couple things for my son towards the end of the day, but you never know what you're going to find, and that goes for things for me, that goes for things for the kids. And so whenever you're secondhand shopping, you really do just have to go into it with an open mind. If you're a mom, you'll have to let me know if you have encountered this, but I have also discovered that as my kids are getting older, sometimes the selection is less. I think those clothes maybe get worn out more, or I don't know what the reason is, but I feel like whenever they were younger, the selection was vast. And as they're getting older, it's a little difficult to find those secondhand items. You'll have to let me know if you feel the same way. Okay, so that was everything from the consignment sale. Then I went over to the consignment store. I went to Once Upon a Child. I was looking for a pair of pajamas to go in my son's December 1st gift. I did not find them, so I'm still on the hunt for that. But I did find this pair of boots for my daughter. So these are Old Navy. They are this beautiful brown color. They've got a little buckle on the side, and then they've got a little zipper on the inside so that she can put them on easily by herself. I was really happy to find these, and I think that she can wear these all winter long. All right, my next stop after that was at Salvation Army. I actually found 2 pairs of shoes. The first one that I found was, again, a pair of shoes for Andy. I bought her 4 pairs of shoes this trip. This was not at all planned. I had not planned to buy her 4 pairs of shoes, but again, when you're shopping secondhand, you just have to keep an open mind. So again, Old Navy, which is probably my favorite children's retailer. So this is what they look like. Just this really cute pair of ivory buckle shoes. You can see that there's a little bit of markings down here, and my husband thinks it's on there for good. I think it might be something that I can buff off. But anyway, you can see that these were $3.99. And I just thought that they were really sweet. And I thought these could be something that could transition from winter to spring. And then the other thing I found at Salvation Army was the lone item for myself. I went looking for a white button down. I also looked for a camel coat, something that was fully lined, things to fill out my wardrobe. Found none of that, but I have had on my list that I wanted some sort of beige colored flats. And I found these. These are birdies, and the one thing that I'm unsure of is, are these authentic birdies? Because this logo looks different than the logo I've seen online. I did find this logo online one place, but it's not their current logo. But anyway, I have been getting ads for birdies served to me on the internet at various places, and I have really liked the look of them. But if you're familiar with birdies, it's not an inexpensive shoe. These run well over $100, maybe $120, $150. I paid $6 for these. I wore them to church today, and as you can see, they are fully quilted on the inside. It's basically wearing bedroom slippers out. They even have that sort of look to them, but they do look very presentable. So again, I wore them today, and I'm very pleased that I have them. So are they authentic birdies? Are they not authentic birdies? Maybe this is an older pair before they changed their logo. I still haven't really been able to figure that out, but regardless, I'm glad that I found them. The fourth stop of the day was Goodwill, and I left that store empty-handed. I didn't find anything for anyone, unfortunately. Again, I found several things that were really, really cute that were in smaller sizes that I would see it and think, oh, I really like that. And then as I'd get closer, I could tell just by looking, you know, it wasn't the size to fit my children. The last place that I went was a different consignment store. And at this place, I found 1 item for my daughter and 2 for my son. So again, I told you that I found shoes for my daughter. I found this pair of Liv and Luca. These are flats. They have the really nice Liv and Luca rubber sole, and they Velcro here. If you are unfamiliar with these shoes, we borrowed a pair of shoes from a friend one time that were sort of hand-me-downs, and then she wanted them back because they're such a good quality shoe. Liv and Luca shoes are so great because kids are so hard on shoes. You can see that this one has just a little bit of scratching here, and I'm going to work on that with my leather conditioner. But the uppers, you can tell the upper part of this is real leather. And then this bottom, you can tell, is just a really durable rubber material. So these are one of those shoes that are really going to grow well with your kids. I think I paid $8 or $9 for these, which for a pair of Liv and Luca shoes is really great. All right, now finally for my son, he was needing some jackets to fill out his wardrobe. My kids have both been so blessed with lots of hand-me-downs, and as we've gone through those hand-me-downs, we've been able to see where the holes are. All right, unfortunately, my memory card got filled up, and I didn't see that it stopped recording, and I think I rambled on for maybe another 10 minutes before I realized. So Anyway, let me show you the last few things. So these are the 2 jackets I got for my son. This one is a thinner Nike, kind of like, you know, would be a 2-piece set. And it's really nice. It fits him really well. And then this is a Carter's jacket. It belonged to Gabe. And it's fleece lined. It's not very heavy duty, as in, you know, this wouldn't be your dead of winter snow coat, but it does provide a little bit of extra warmth as opposed to this one. So I got those 2 jackets for him. And then the day prior, I actually went and made 2 Facebook Marketplace pickups of friends that were selling clothes. So this was the first one. You know, I love Old Navy. That's probably my favorite kids retailer. So it's just this beautiful sweater. I got this for my daughter, and I just love the texture of it. And then this was the other one. This is a Children's Place dress, and hopefully the colors are coming through true. They're pretty close. It's just very, very autumn, very Thanksgiving. So I thought this would be a really pretty dress for this time of year. Funny enough, we got hand-me-downs from a church friend, and they gave us this exact dress, but it is in black and white checked. So now we have this dress in 2 patterns, and it's so cute. I don't mind that at all. So I have already changed into my pajamas for the night. I am ready to call it a night and go to bed. But I wanted to let you know that the total spent, not including those last 2 items because that was the day before, but my total spent on that Friday trip was $80.33. I got 10 items, so that means I spent around $8 per item. Those definitely are not yard sale prices. They're definitely not thrift store prices, but I like to remind myself of that whenever I go secondhand shopping. Yes, these aren't the best of the best prices, but also I try to remind myself, what would these items cost if I were buying them brand new at Old Navy or brand new at Target? And that really helps me whenever I'm secondhand shopping. So I hope this can give you some inspiration, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will be talking to you in the next one.